Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of Higurashi Kageboushi. Last time Tomoe died? Still pretty crazy. I mean, I guess it is Higurashi, people die. I thought, if she would die, it would be, some Natsumi thing, not just getting fucking assassinated by Tokyo, huh? Well, it's not looking good. She's actually dead. Antisato's being recalled. Looks like the operation is kind of in shambles, but we learned that the medicine is also probably a psyop from Tokyo, probably from the dentistry if we're going by why Tomoe had a dentist card. Like during their dental appointments, they go to the same clinic and get pain medicine. Excuse me. Sorry, I just had a fat bowl of instant ramen, okay? I'm a little stuffed. But yeah. What was I saying? I got distracted because I burped. Yeah. Natsumi and Aoi probably goes to the same dentist, and it's either pain medicine or some sort of dental thing he's peddling. So yeah. Anyways, it looks like we're back to Chisato POV. Um, Everyone's still racist besides Akira, so this probably won't go well. Whether it's Chisato's being nice or confronting Natsumi, I don't know. It looks pretty serious either way. Fuck, it just fucked up. Oh, no, it's fine. Alright, let's go. No beef? Nervous laughter. I let out an awkward laugh and glanced at Natsumi to assess her reaction. No games. Natsumi quizzically tilted her head. It looked like she had a slightly, nor a very unpleasant look on her face. Her face never looked like that when I called out to her at school. She'd act a little surprised and restless, yet would flash me a friendly smile. She would display childish innocence or joy that someone was talking to her. She's as cute as a baby animal. I really liked that part of Natsumi, so I would tease her and stick to her like glue, even though I felt bad about it and knew the others were probably sick of it. But she's clearly been acting unusual lately. She doesn't play along with my teasing and jokes, and is slow to react. And whenever I try to get up in her personal space, she looks clearly displeased. At first I thought she was growing wary of our daily routine, but that's not it. When she talks to us, she sounds more and more apathetic. In fact, Tamako has asked her several times, "Are you okay?" and "Are you feeling sick?" but she hardly has anything to say these days. When we asked her why, she just said, "I'm a little irritated." It seems that Tamako has had bad feelings toward Natsumi since the incident the other day. Apparently, she still hasn't heard the full story from Akira. Regardless, there are times when everyone is in a bad mood and would rather not talk about it, so it's better to tread lightly. However, thinking about it, Natsumi sometimes felt down when bad things happened, but she never took it out on anyone else. In fact, she was more likely to apologize for her depression bringing down the people around her. Things had a tendency to accumulate inside her, so it was always a lot of work to find out what was on her mind and cheer her up. But now... After saying that, Natsumi seemed annoyed as she let out a sigh, then continued heading down the school walkway. I was discouraged for a moment as I stared at the coldness in her back, but quickly resolved myself, and then I ran over to her as fast as I could and grabbed her hand to stop her. Oh, you triggered her. Look at her. Pure evil. Seeing nothing but darkness in the back of her eyes, I suddenly caught my breath. Is this really the face of Natsumi? No. We're the ones who drove Natsumi to this point. Not really. Now that we know that Tokyo's been tampering, can't really blame them as much, though they are a factor for sure. I would say it's less Chisato and Tomato, but whatever. Oh yeah, they were alluding to this incident. I didn't know what they were talking about. I thought it was just like when Chisato like spotted Natsumi having the argument with Akira, but I guess it's a different thing, huh? I noticed something was off starting with that incident the other day. Oh wait, this is literally what I was just talking about. The time when she spoke to Akira in front of the vending machines, and she suddenly got angry and shouted. Afterwards, I asked Akira about what happened.
教室でさ、雑誌の特集記事の話題が出たんだ。ほら、例の大災害があったひなみ沢村に住んでいた連中が起こしたっていう事件。
Oh, that's probably the one article Atasata and Oishi were talking about. That one thing a couple episodes ago. My father showed me that article when I was eating breakfast at home. From what I remember, the culprits behind those bizarre incidents believed in their local god, Oyasho-sama, and started decorating their houses with weird charms and magic spells, and things like that. Maybe Dad let me read it because he thought it was a tasteless little joke. But since I knew one of my friends was potentially from Hinamizawa, I found myself unable to laugh about it. Honestly, it terrified me.
例の西高の事件も、ひなみ沢出身の生徒が犯人だって噂がある。なんて話をしていたら、うちの高校の学区内で見たっていうやつが出てきてさ。それで。
何を見たって？
雑誌の写真に載ってる魔除けの飾り付けをした家さ。噂があるけど特定できないから、どこかなってクラスの女子に話を振られて。
お社様信者？うん、噂っていうか雑誌で見た話なんだけどさ、そこに書いてあったのよ。ひなみ沢村のお社様信者が住んでいるって地域が。嘘、それってうちの校区じゃん。本当なの？実際に見た人もいるらしいのよ。例の魔除けがある家を。
あ、それ俺も聞いた。それに西高の事件もひなみ沢の出身のやつだって話だぜ。
え？教室で刃物を振り回したって話？あれもひなみ沢だったんだ。まさかここの生徒にもいるんじゃない？
おいおい、ちょっと待ってくれよ。
ねえ、君吉さんに東堂くん。
Uh,
二人とも家の近くでこんなの見たことない？この校区って噂はあるんだけど、場所が特定できないんだよね。これだけ怪しかったら見れば一発でわかるんだけど、東堂くんはどう？それでなんて答えたの？なんて答えたの？
it's a little important.
大事なことなんだ。ちゃんと答えて。
俺は知らない。くだらないし興味ないって。
Based. Based. That's what I expect from the least racist person in this city. Okay, apparently that was not the based answer. I mean, it sounds like I thought he said it clearly because he didn't want people to know about Natsumi's house, right? Right then, I rushed and slapped Akira's cheek with the back of my hand. Maybe it's not based?
何しやがるちさ。
Naturally, he angrily glared back at me after receiving a slap, but his face quickly turned to bewilderment and the anger in his voice washed away. Because, for the first time in a long time, I began shedding tears.
チソ、
あんたそんなこと言ったの？
Maybe it'll... Like, I bet she's trying to say it's trying to make Natsumi feel bad. But, it's not like... I guess like maybe denying the story and saying that, Hinamizans aren't like that, or you shouldn't believe their lies, sort of thing. But I don't know. It didn't feel like it's that offensive what he said.
夏美の前でそんなこと言ったのか？アキラ！
But also, can't say I'm an expert in these things. It was still like I don't know. I clearly thought he was just saying that because he just didn't want to talk about or expand on the topic. I grabbed Acker by the collar and barked at him as I moved in closer, as though I were about to bite him. It's fine for classmates to say irresponsible things about this, they don't matter. But for the man she loved, the person she so innocently adored, to say something so awful to her.
なんて答えたの？大事なことなんだ。ちゃんと答えて。
I don't know anything, it's a trashy story, I'm not interested. I don't know, maybe just have different values. That's, in a way, protecting Natsumi, but I guess maybe... But if he, like, stands up for her, then they'll know she's from Hinamiza, and that could be fucked up, too. Just generally stand up for Hinamizans and saying, hey, you know, don't believe the gossip, this is just weird. You guys are kind of racist, sort of thing. I'm an old man, though, so I don't know about this stuff anymore. So frustrating. It's so frustrating that I can't tell him the truth. But if he knew why I was upset, what would happen with him? And what would happen with Natsumi? So I can't say anything. I can't say any more than that. But...
千里、まさかお前も？
But after those few words, I reacted by lifting my head, my tears scattering. Just now Actra said, you too, right? No, wait, could he? No, he's not. Should I say something? Should I stay silent like this? My mind ran cold as I considered it, and hesitation clouded my thoughts. If I were to rashly confess the truth to Actra when I know nothing about the situation, what would he think of Natsumi? Would he be afraid? Would he find it creepy? Would it wipe away his previous feelings? If I tell Actra the whole story, it could tear their relationship apart. I'd be betraying Natsumi.
千里、お前、
I totally misread the situation, by the way. I'm not even gonna go into it. Because I'm that wrong. Maybe I'm just off my game today. Shouldn't have eaten that damn ramen, man. It's fucking me up.
おい、千里、
She died? I've decided. I have to protect her. No matter how much I'm hated, if it's for that, I can accept it. Even if it kills me, don't say that, please.
なんてば、おい、
What's happening? Is she like... Is he pushing her? Is she flopping?
約束して。約束して。これを聞いても、夏美のことを嫌いにならないって。あの子は、夏美は本当に優しくていい子なんだって。最後まで信じるって。
千里、
For a split second, Atra gasped and tensed up as if he couldn't understand what I was saying. But really, it was just for a moment. He immediately looked back to me and nodded, saying, "Yeah," with a look of determination. "Alright, nicely done. With that, I can give in to you." As I muttered that to myself, I released my grip on his collar and took a step back to put some distance between us.
夏美が前に住んでいた町はひなみ沢の隣町の沖宮ってところ。そしてあの子の家はひなみ沢に関係があるって私は思ってる。
I thought he knew this. Maybe I'm wrong though. Like, wasn't there a conversation at the vending machine thing? Was him telling Natsumi wouldn't tell anyone about our house, so I assumed he knew, but maybe that's not what happened. Or I guess he didn't. He never confirmed it. He just saw the house. Hatcher seemed a little surprised. His eyes opened wide and he bit his lip. Yet his reaction was moderate enough that I was convinced.
アキラも何か知ってるんだね。
Yeah, he's not talking about the house now.
この前君吉を家に送っていった時に見たんだ。変な人型や気味の悪い締め縄とかを飾り付けて壁いっぱいに経文のような文字が書かれてあったの。
なるほどね。
So I guess Akira already realized that Natsumi was from Hinamizawa? Yep, that's what I assumed. No, hold on. Then why would he call it trashy and say he's not interested? Are you just misreading it, Chisato? To me, it clearly said he didn't call Hinamizawa trashy and not interested. He said the story about the Hinamizawans killing people. This article is trashy and not interesting. Yeah. Holy shit. I feel vindicated. Maybe I'm not off my game. It just seems so obvious. I honestly didn't know why Chisato was being mad. Seemed like a good yes. That's what I was saying too. If you tried to defend it or just defend, saying that it's not all bad, then people might sus people, man. It's actually the best play. Never mind. Chisato disagrees. To be fair, my social skills are also something to be desired, so we're in the same boat, Akira, if this is not the optimal play. I felt a little relieved to learn that he didn't do it out of malice or ignorance, but out of a consideration for Natsumi. As I began to grasp the flow of the story, I let out a sigh. In all likelihood, Natsumi probably misunderstood the meaning behind Akira's words when he described her troubles as trashy and uninteresting, so she must have been terribly shocked. And that's why she yelled at him at the vending machine. Okay, that made sense, I guess. True, she is, well, she's not L4, she's L3 right now, right? So, she's probably misunderstanding, like, anything said to her at this point. So she began feeling more and more alienated, and she shut herself in. Learning that Akira felt that way made her feel hopelessly alone. It's not really her fault, honestly.
普段のあの子ならそうでもないんだろうけど、ナーバスになってる時にはちょっときつい言葉だったかもしれない。
Akira looked deeply troubled as he scratched his head. However, he was such a poor communicator, so it would be too much to expect him to cheer Natsumi up no matter how hard he tried. In that case, I'll have to.
私、夏美と話してみるよ。それで、なんとかする。
千里。
うまくできないかもしれないけど。いや、 うまくいかせる。それで元通りになったら、アキラくん、あとは任せたよ。え？じゃないでしょ。あんたが彼氏になって夏美の防波堤になってやれって頼んでんのよ。いい？わかった？
うん、わかった。今度こそ俺は間違えたりしない。約束する。
Actor seemed confused and overwhelmed at first, but my conviction must have gotten through to him. He gave me a powerful nod of determination.
それから今の話、タマコにもしてあげて。あの子、夏美の様子がおかしくなったこと、本気で心配してたから。頼んだよ。
わかった。
Alright, from here on, everything depends on my hard work. Flash forward, we're back. That's how I felt all the way until now. I managed to secure a location for Natsumi and I to talk alone. But what on earth should I say to her?
千里ちゃん。痛いんだけど話してくれない？
Bro, she sounds so scary, man. Her normal voice is so cute. What is this? In response to Natsumi's curt accusation, I slowly pulled my hand away. Sounded like you got pushed, but this is just the Tonto arc sound bites. It is what it is. We learned in the first arc. I was worried she might leave the moment I let go, but Natsumi turned to me and sighed as though I was being a nuisance.
で、何の用なの？
ああ、うん。最近夏美元気ないからさ。今日はタマコ誘って3人でまた街にでも行こうかなって思ってさ。
悪いけどいい。今日用事があるから。
She answered immediately. And even though she said she had something to do, she wouldn't say what it was. That wasn't the sort of thing Natsumi would do before now.
じゃあさ、明日は？ほら、明日は土曜日だし、結構時間があるでしょ？おう、そういえば、明日は夏美、介護センターでバイトだったよね。明日は車呼ぶから乗っていきなよ。ね？電車で行くより早いし、それに。
うるさいな。
Oh, spooky. That moment. I couldn't believe what she's just said. Annoying? Natsumi said that about me? I mean, to be fair, that's not like a... I love Chisato, but she is kind of annoying. In a, in a Chisato way. So it's not an unfair criticism, but obviously it's a little different now.
聞こえなかった？うるさいって言ったんだけど。
She's going scorched earth, it's all over.
夏美？
はっきり言って鬱陶しいんだよ。顔見るたびベタベタしたり、つまんない冗談言って自分だけ盛り上がってさ。
She's cooking? Fight back?
あんまり慣れ慣れしく話しかけて勝手に友達面しないでくれる？こっちにも都合があるんだからさ。
The fact that there's like some words, like some truth in this, hits extra hard.
何言ってるのよ。
I couldn't believe it. Was this really Natsumi? Could the person I'm talking to now really be the Natsumi Kimiyoshi I love so much? I was so shocked it felt like my head got smacked with a huge hammer. It was so unsettling that all the blood in my body froze over. This couldn't simply be hand waved as her being in a bad mood. The girl with those terrifyingly cold eyes standing before me was completely different from the Natsumi I knew.
夏美、あんた自分の言ってることを分かってるの？私たち友達でしょ？友達が慣れ慣れしく振る舞ったらおかしい？そりゃ私はやりすぎて変なところもあったかもしれないけど、だからって。
だから友達？誰が？
Ooh.
どうして？
夏美、
You are kind of getting owned, Shisato.
じゃあさ、
Thought she was about to do the who asked.
友達なら何を言ってもいいの？友達なら何をしても許されるの？
She hasn't done anything too offensive, okay? Now I'll fight back for it, Chisato. I get what you're saying, but like, what has Chisato done that's
便利だよね。友達って。
that she's I mean, okay. She is kind of abusing her friendship, obviously, using Natsumi as a catalyst for whoever the fuck she's, projecting onto her, but it's been like playful-ish enough.
友達、友達、友達、友達。
Tomodachi?
静が走る。へど。自分のために相手を踏み台にして楽しむようなやつの。何が友達だ？
Oh, you're not she doesn't treat you like a stepping stone. That's a little too far.
笑わせるな。
いい加減にしなよ、夏美。私がいつあんたを踏み台にしたっていうのよ。
Yeah, I literally got you your part-time job, okay? It's pretty hard when you're not allowed to do that. Suddenly, Natsumi's eyes quietly narrowed. Even as her sharp eyes bore into me, I pushed myself hard to keep going.
私はね、
True.
初めて会った時、
Here we go.
あんたのことを気に入ってた。
Let her cook?
困っている姿を見ると助けたいって思った。本気で。ありがとうって感謝されるのが嬉しくて、ごめんねって言われても全然嫌な気になんかならなくて、頼ってくれるのが嬉しかった。だからますます
Needs a bit more spice, but it's looking good.
今だって。最近だって夏美が勉強とか
Yep.
で悩んでる時はあった予定全部放り出してあんたに協力したでしょ。それでうまくいったって喜んでくれた時はすごく嬉しかった。アキラに告白された時だって3人でお祝いしたでしょ。
Yep, she even stopped pursuing Akira.
私はね、アキラがいいやつだって知ってたから、幼馴染だったから。あんたがあいつに惚れられたってことが、私そんなことみたいに良かったねって本当に。
Yeah, don't, kind of weird wording, honestly. Even so, Natsumi continued staring at me without breaking away from her cold expression, and then...
ふん。なら大学を選んだのも。
God damn it. Yeah, it was the best choice because we didn't know your grades. Your grades kind of sucked. We didn't know you wanted to go to that. It's a little unlucky, honestly.
千里ちゃん、陸王大行くんだよね。
This is like a Rena vs. Keiichi moment when they were talking. Like, I get Chisato's POV. It's hard for Natsumi to make it there. With her current grades, obviously we shouldn't just rule it out of the question because that's where Akira's going also. You probably should have told. Everyone probably should have told that they're all going to Rico, but I mean, you've watched the playthrough. I did criticize Tamako and Chisato for not telling Natsumi they're going to Rico. Well, Akira's also going to Rico. It seems a little sussy, but there's some truth in it. They just like oversaw the issue that would come from it. So honestly, Chisato deserves the punch right here. This is a fair blow by Natsumi.
た
Again?
東堂くんが行くって知ってて、私の時は合格は難しいからやめとけって邪魔しておいて。
It wasn't that aggressive. Come on.
邪魔なんてしてない。
They did kind of dissuade her, or say not to aim for it, though. Almost an Usada moment. Here, I'll do it anyways. I mean, it basically is an Usada moment. Just like that. They needed more oomph to it, man. Natsumi raised her voice and with the force of a beast biting into the throat of its prey. Upon seeing that brutal display of rage, the passion in my heart that inspired me to keep going immediately collapsed in on itself.
夏美、何を言って。
私を最初から東堂くんと引き離すつもりだったんでしょ。
It was sussy. I don't know. You can it's fight back, but it's a valid point. Even though she wasn't trying to do it on purpose, it was just an oversight, just a bad one.
クラスの子から聞いた。
Oh, and heard from a classmate. That kind of amplifies it, honestly.
千里ちゃん、東堂くんのこと小学校の時。
Oh, even deeper. The crush got revealed. Ah, it's kind of hard to fight back.
何度も告白しようとしたけど、うまく伝わらなくてその度に落ち込んだんだって。
Fucking classmates. No names.
当時だね。
That was just bullying. That's me. That was rough.
当時だね。で、突然転校してきた私に取られたもんだから嫉妬してたんだよね。告白記念って言いながらすごい目で睨んできて。気づいてたよ。教室の外からずっと立ち聞きしてたんだよね。
True? True? Not wrong.
で、街で
It was a little over exaggerated because of the Hinamizawa syndrome. But, yeah.
悪かったね、田舎者で。少しは気が済んだ。
そんなこと私は全然。
した。
I
絶対にした。
I mean this is just false. She definitely didn't took you around town and treated her like some country bumpkin. That's just fake news. We were actually celebrating, even though it was probably Chisato licking her wounds at the same time.
私は知ってる。お前は私をバカにした。
You laughed at my chocolate chip and mint ice cream! After hearing that, I couldn't say anything so I remained silent. Yo, we need some batter? Where's tomato? I wanted to say she was wrong. I wanted to deny even... I mean, okay, now that I think about it, you know, that scene with the ice cream, even though it wasn't, like... Even that, though it was the other one, but it was something similar to this, right? Where they probably did do it too. I think they did do it in this one. They just didn't show it. Where Natsumi was gonna order chocolate chip mint ice cream, and Chisato's like, oh yeah, the parfait is the best. Like who likes that ice cream? It's for old people. Like it was kind of flexing. It was kind of flexing now that I think about it. Holy shit, maybe this is all deserved. Just a little too much venom in the blows. Yeah, yeah, it took me a bit too, but yeah, she does like to flex a little anti-rural rhetoric every now and then. But it is what it is. This city's very racist. I can't blame Chisato. It's just the environment. I'm half joking, by the way. Her thing is she just loves this town, so she just loves comparing it positively to other stuff, but yeah, it does come off as a little rude sometimes. Because Tomato repeatedly told me that I was subconsciously doing things that could be interpreted that way. But no, because of that. Seeing the look of condemnation on Natsumi's face gouged at my heart and made my throat feel painfully tight.
何を心配して？何が私のことを考えて？結局お前は私に自分がどれだけ偉いかを見せつけたかっただけなんだろ？ああ、可愛いって言ってたよね。
That's true.
それって単にペットが可愛かったんでしょ？
Oh, no, no, no. It's like she kinda does treat Natsumi like a pet.
だからペットが自分の好きな人を奪っていったのが許せなかった。そういうことだよね。
I didn't expect another person to get murdered so soon after Tomomi. Call an ambulance.
でもおあいにくさま。
This is just brutal.
私はペットじゃない。人間だ。お前の望むままになんか生きてやらないし、いつまでも騙されていると思うな。
私はあんたがひなみ沢のことで悩んでるって思って、それで。
誰から聞いたの？
Everyone knows, homie. Yeah, whatever. It's you. She's already dead. Might as well just keep going. By the time I realized I blurted out something I shouldn't have, it was already too late. Natsumi opened her eyes wide in disbelief for a moment, but then she looked at me with scornful eyes, with contempt from the bottom of her heart. Stop it. Stop it, Natsumi. That awful expression. I don't want to see it on you. I don't want to see it.
そうなんだ。知ってるんだ。私のこと。ふーん。
心配してるんだよ。本当に。私、もしかしてあんたも変な事件に巻き込まれるんじゃないかって。
It's already too late. Grandma's dead. I don't know if at this point.
それを誰に言うの？先生？クラスの子たち？それとも東堂くん？
You already knew.
そこなな。私がそんな奴に見えるってのか。
Oof. Don't set yourself up for an uppercut. Yeah, it's an easy. Don't. Why would you ask that question? It's just an easy own.
信じられない。お前は私を裏切った。
She didn't do anything. All she did is tell Toto, and I guess Tomato through Toto. But Toto already knew.
一度裏切ったやつが信じろって言って、誰が信じるって言うの？
You can't reason with her. Honestly, just run away. It's just been getting worse. This conversation's just been progressively getting worse for Chisato. Let's just retreat.
話はそれだけ？つまんないね。これ以上は時間の無駄だから。
See, now you got the finishing blow, man. She got to dab on you as she walked away. Then Natsumi quickly walked into the school building without looking back. I didn't have the strength to follow her, so I collapsed to my knees on the spot. I put my hands on the ground and hugged my head in shame. 1, 2. A trail of droplets fell and left dark stains on the concrete.
違うのに。私はあんたを、あんたのことを。
But no matter how many excuses I made, it didn't make a difference. Was I in the wrong after all? Because I did something unbecoming of a friend? Nah, that was a fate blow, honestly, the last one. You didn't do anything with the Hinamizawa knowledge, you're good. But in that case, what should I have done? Friends, what does it even mean? What is a friend? What does it mean to be a friend? Dude, she's having a whole... Natsumi owned her so hard, she's having a whole midlife crisis in her high school years. Damn, that was a good story. It was probably better than the Rena Keiichi talk. Though the difference between that is Keiichi could actually fight back and was winning. Chisato had like no chance. It was just a mismatch. And like the strong thing about that is like a lot of what Natsumi said is true in a way. Some, you know, there's some stronger than others. Like Chisato parading her around like a pet is technically true since that's how she treats her. I mean, not as a pet, but it can come off that way, especially at school and stuff. The whole sometimes dissing rural areas. I don't blame Chisato too much for that. It's not coming out of a place of malice, but it can definitely rub her the wrong way. The whole, you know, projecting and stuff, using her, is also pretty real. I don't know. Lots of truth in what Natsumi said, just with a lot of venom infused. Anyways, we got 2 tips. Let's see what's up. Oh, I thought that said, when I saw it pop up, I thought it was Tom diary entry. I'm like, who the fuck is Tom? It's not Tom. From then on, all I could think about was death. When will I die? What would be the best way to die? What would be the most reliable way with the smallest impact on the people around me? While pondering and researching such things, before I realized it, the night was over. And when I saw the morning sun, I felt hopelessly miserable. As much as I thought about it, I was afraid to take the first step. I'm really such a coward. I want to die. Truth be told, from the bottom of my heart, I feel that I want to die right now. But I'm always afraid, so I can't die. I endure intense pain that drives me crazy, and I suffer from anxiety that makes me feel isolated. When I consider the possibility that I'll fail to die, I can't help but chicken out. So even though I've been thinking about it day in and day out, I can only continue wastefully living. Hey, God, if you really exist, to prevent me from inconveniencing anyone else, please kill me. If I die of an illness, my family would be troubled. Suicide or an accident would also be hard on the people around me. Even if I ran away and went off to die alone somewhere, it would cause trouble for the police. In that case, just erase me, as if I was never from this world to begin with. Please, erase me from everyone's memories and deny me my existence. Of course, I'm being stupid. Begging for divine salvation is the most cowardly act I know. Sorry, who is this from? For some reason, I thought it was gonna be like a Takano thing. Because this is before Minagoroshi, so it would be like a little hint, but it's not Natsumi. Natsumi's full Joker mode. I don't think she gives a shit about that at all. Sorry, did we got like a normal journal? Nope. Alright, let's see what the other tip is. Closing on short notice. Cafe Dai, Mamoru. He's a cool dude. Is this post getting owned? Chisato took another step into the store, then just stopped and stood there dejectedly. Sensing something strange about the situation, Mamoru stopped washing the dishes and turned to her. It was hard to see in the dark, but Chisato's eyes and nose were bright red. Normally he would make a joke about that, but Mamoru remembered the last encounter and decided not to push it. Chisato shook her head and broke into tears again as though I'd set her off, before wiping them away. Mamoru reluctantly came out from behind the counter and tried to cheer her up by making her sit at the counter seat. Then he turned over the closed sign at the front door.
座ったからには客なんだから、なんかメニューを言え。さっさと言わないと、鍋焼きうどん大盛りにするぞ。わかったよ。ミックスジュースな。後で文句言うなよ。
In a familiar gesture, Mamoru threw the fruit and ice into the mixer, then poured the fruit and cream inside and covered the mixer with the lid. After spinning for a while, he pulled a chilled glass out of the refrigerator, which he had intended to use for a drink himself after closing, and poured the mixed juice into the cold glass.
ほれ。さっさと飲まんと液体が固体になるぞ。
Poor Chisato, man. Sad Chisato also makes me sad. Chisato finally answered, then stuck a straw inside and took 2 big gulps. When he saw that, he didn't sense even an ounce of her usual energetic personality.
そういや、こいつストローなんて使ったの何年ぶりかな。
Mamoru murmured that to himself, and the moment he turned his back to continue washing the dishes, Chisato called out to him in a hoarse voice.
私ってひどいやつかな。
あ？
ひどいやつだよね。私って。
He caught a glimpse of Chisato holding the glass in both hands, sobbing with her head down. Mamoru's shoulders dropped as he witnessed such a fragile display, and he thought about saying something to console her, but he had second thoughts and chose another direction for the conversation.
で、千里お嬢様はどういう答えがお望みなんだ？
Feeling a little surprised, Chisato raised her head, seeing that Mamoru crossed his arms and wrinkled his eyebrows.
建前ではいいやつ。普段の軽口で言えばどうしようもないやつ。自虐的な気分に浸りたいのなら、言葉通りひどいやつって言ってやるが。
本音ではどうなのさ。
本音で言って、今のお前は信じるのか？
だよね。なんかそう言うと思ったよ。
訂正。そういうところだけを言うなら、お前はひどいやつだよ。
After those harsh words from Mamoru, Chisato froze. But when she felt him gazing at her with a gentle expression, she raised her head again.
俺は昔、お前が嫌いだった。
知ってるよ。
過剰にお嬢様っぽく振る舞って、わがまま言いたい放題。そのくせにうじうじ暗くって、まるで自分が世界一の悲劇のお姫様みたいに思ってる。だからいつも慰めとか同情を求めて、その割に疑り深くて、誰の言葉にも満足できないやつだった。
ひどい言われようだな。
Yet his words didn't sound hurtful, because Mamoru had already criticized Chisato about this in the past. Nobody had ever spoken to her in such a patronizing language before that. So she could never forget, and that made her happy.
でも、お前は変わった。頑張って、努力して。前に進む速度はまだ遅くても、少なくとも顔を上げられる程度には明るくなった。まあ今みたく、いかにもお嬢様って感じの他力本願なところはあんまり変わっていないけどな。
True.
じゃあ、今も嫌いってこと？
俺がそんな博愛主義者に見えるか？嫌な奴が閉店間際に来たら叩き出すに決まってるだろう。お前、俺の何を見ていた？
めちゃくちゃに自信過剰で自分が正義だと信じている傲慢なところ。
Well, just from what we've read, he's never been wrong yet, so seems based. Anyways, it worked. The mood finally lightened enough for Chisato to laugh at Mamoru. Unlike Tamako, Akira, and especially Natsumi, he was the older brother figure that Chisato felt comfortable showing weakness to.
なあ佐伯あんまり自虐的になって楽をするなよ。
意味わかんない。自虐的のどこが楽なのさ。
そりゃ自分を責めるのは簡単だからさ。相手を責めるとなるとその理由を説明しなきゃならんのだから。
He was completely right, Chisato thought. In order to admonish another person properly, it's necessary to objectively grasp the problem and prove it to the other person. Passing on this responsibility and pretending to be critical is actually just avoiding the problem.
ま、あんまり難しく考えすぎるなよ。それに今のお前には昔にはなかったいいところがあるだろ。
何？
つける薬が見つからないくらい最強におバカなところだ。
Good one?
それは全然褒めてないね。
だいたい悪いかもと思って後ろめたく行動するから悪く感じるんだ。不安ってのは簡単に相手に伝わるからな。だからどんな時でも正しいと自信を持っていけ。少なくとも自分が信じていないものを誰かに信じさせるのは詐欺だろ。たとえそれが間違っていても誰かに注意されてから直せばいい。で、以前のことは忘れて新しくなった正義を信じて突き進む。そうなるためには多少おバカでなきゃだろ。
Okay.
なんかむちゃくちゃな論理だよ。
Yeah. Even so, Chisato was somehow able to grasp what he meant. Courage and willpower are necessary to convince yourself that you're doing the right thing.
それにしても先輩はどうしてこう自信満々なのかな。その秘訣ってのをぜひご伝授願いたいところだよ。
そりゃま、惚れた相手が大然自弱な自信家が好きなんて言うからじゃないか。それに向けて日々努力した結果だ。
Who did he fall in love with?
まだ諦めてなかったの？あの時きっぱりはっきり
Oof, 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 oof. Actually exposed.
それでもこの店に来るってのはまだ見込みがあるってことだと信じているわけだ。
What if she just likes the coffee, man?
おかしくないだろ。
なーに言ってんだか。ここに来るのは無料だからだよ。でなきゃこんな汚い店一人でなんか来るもんか。
Of course she resorted with her usual bluster, but her real intention was actually different. When she was around him, it made her want to indulge in being spoiled. And he was willing to keep supporting her without asking anything in return. And that made her happy, but also sad. She thought it had only justified her own weakness. That was why she didn't want to fall in love with him right now. At least not until they both had the strength and confidence to speak with each other as
で
equals.
もま、久しぶりに聞いたな。
What? Are they alluding to Chisato's the one Mamoru asked out? I guess. I got confused when the love drum just bopped, but I think no. I'm guessing not, cause I'm guessing not. This is just Chisato talking about the woman, or is Chisato the woman? I'm actually genuinely confused. Let's just continue for a sec.
守さん。
Boing? Udu? Ron visual novel? What was she missing? What could she do for that girl? She suddenly decided she needed to give it more thought. I don't know if she thought it was the one Mamoru asked out. I'm guessing not, because it just doesn't seem that way, but it was kind of worded that way. Who knows, man? I don't know. Is it time for a Chisato training arc so she can finally get a revenge match on Natsumi? She can definitely hit some zingers, but I don't know if she has it in her right now. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching as always. Hopefully you enjoyed a little spicy episode. And next time, I don't know. I feel like we'll probably jump back to the police, since that's been the major focal point of the arc. But we'll have to see. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you then. Peace.